Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach NBA channel. In this video, we're going to review week 13 of the 2025-26 Supercoach NBA season. So week 13 was a really good week for us. We scored 1,189, which was in the top 1% for the week, 526th in fact for the week. Saw us move up 300 spots overall, so just outside the top 2K. So happy days. One league win out of two, so we'll see how that went in just a moment. But the team this week, we had SGA as our captain with 165, which I'm pretty sure was the right shout. Maxi with the 126, the 1-2 punch there in the point guard position, absolutely killing it. Struggling a bit at shooting guard. We've got Jamal Murray, 55 this week. We brought in Norman Powell, thinking the 5-game week could help. He only scored 64 across the 5 and pretty much averaged that 12, 13 across each game. It was very consistent. So it didn't quite work out the way we would hope. Wemby with a 122 was solid. Scotty Barnes with a 126 was really helpful too. Con with 58 was fine, mid-price option there. Giannis scored an even 100, but sounds like he is going to miss a bit of time through injury, so he is a must-sell. Bam Adebayo, our other Miami trade-in, was much better with a 131. And then Luka Doncic with a 132 in the flex. So the triple point guard doing the business this week. In terms of our matchups, let's go back to week 13. So in the first league, we snuck a win over Inside Out, David's team. So pretty evenly matched. A couple of tons from Jalen Johnson, had Giannis as well. I guess just having Barnes and Adebayo helped get up over the top of Keontae George and Kevin Durant. But across the league, a couple of 1100s as well. So a 1248, I think that would be the highest for Shea and Prey, Mitch's team. So another SGA captainer, but he also had Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell for a 96, Jaylen Brown for a 116, Wemby, Kevin Durant. So pretty much hundreds across the board, which is pretty nice. In the second league, so Shoaib got us with the 1238 this week. Well done, legend. Another one, just solid scores across the board. Keontae George, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Johnson. So outpointing Powell and Newport quite easily. Looks like maybe the top score here was Giddy Up, Joshua's team. So 1246. So lots of tons in the differentials. Looks like the lowest scorer was Thompson with an 87. So that's some good stuff there. Other players that went well this week. So SGA was number one. Emmanuel Quickly from Toronto with a 142. So pretty interesting considering his season average is only 20. I don't think Toronto have the best run moving forward. I think they've got 3 lots of 3, including in the week where everyone has a 5, or a lot of teams have a 5. So won't be looking to bring him in. Luca, Bam. So we had 6 of the top 8 scores, which was pretty good. It's obviously just our bottom end that is struggling a bit. Nurkic with 130 was awesome this week. Joel Embiid with a 121. Jaylen Brown, Jalen Johnson we talked about. Another Jalen Duran from Detroit with a 106. So lots of centers as per usual. Chet with an even 100 as well for those that own him. Mama Kalashvili. There we go. I think I got it. From Toronto, the center with a 96 this week. But again, Toronto don't have the best schedule coming up. but he is cheap, which is nice. Cardwell, the Sacramento center, with a 90-point return this week. So could be the cheapie of the week potentially, albeit 4 games as well is pretty handy. Uh, After that, Fontecchio, Fontecchio, it's Italian. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he was the one that went off for Miami with an 82. So unfortunately, we played all around that. I guess averaging 9.6 definitely was a bit out of the blue, that sort of scoring. So let's have a look at some break evens. Now we've gone deep enough. So Simone, we'll call him, -15 is number one. So well done if you had him. He does have 4 games, so it could be worth a bring in. But then if we have a look ahead, Miami's got 3 and a 4 coming up, so would just be a cash grab at best. Um, Musa Cisse at -14, break even. So don't know what happened there at Dallas, but could be some points there. So quickly with the -2 break even, we'll make money, albeit not in a hurry with the lack of games coming up. Strother, so Denver asset, only averaging 4 for the season, so I wouldn't be expecting much there. Um, Kenrick Williams averaging 10 for the season with a 1 break even. Could be some points there. Cardwell, so 3 break even. So yeah, probably Cardwell, Fontecchio, perhaps depending on what your cash needs are like in your on your bench depth. But in terms of my team this week, I think we're going to target the schedule once again. So again, week 15 on this schedule, but week 14 for Supercoach. The Chicago Bulls have the 5 game this week. So I think they've got one really obvious target, or two, which I don't think I can actually get in this position, power forward. Um, So if I bring him back in, that way we can just see all the Chicago assets. So based on average, the 2 players you want to target, Josh Giddey, Nikola Vucevic with 27 and 24 averages. After that, you've got Trey Jones, Bezelis averaging 20. But obviously, if we can target a 4 game player that's averaging closer to 30, they will outscore them. So we need to get Vucevic and Giddey in. Um, so because we need a centre position, and obviously we've got Wemby. What's his break even? Actually, 103. It's pretty achievable across 3 games. I think their fixture runs a little bit average, 3-3-4. But again, Wemby's one of those guys. The 3 games can outscore even, the 5 games at 18 of Bezelis. So I think we do want to hold him. Means we're probably going to have to use our flex spot, which probably means SGA with the 3 games is going to be the one that misses out. So we'll push Luca back. So we've got both those guys playing 4 games. This allows us to get Vucevic in. Um, Keen to get rid of Powell. That was a bust. So moving Con up does allow us to get Josh Giddey. So there's 2 of our trades. And so then with our third trade, we can look at some teams with 4 games. And there is a few that have 4 games back to back. So Boston being one, Houston, Memphis, Minnesota, New York, 4-4-5 is very good in the next few weeks. The Sixers, 4-4-5. So we've already got Maxi, which is good. The Wizards have a set of 4s. But the team we're going to target is Houston with their 5 games of 4 in a row. And the player that I'm looking at there in particular is Sengun, I think is how you say it. So he's a straight swap for Giannis. Obviously, leaving a lot of cash on the table, but it's one of those things. We could trade a mid pricer and keep SGA, but we don't have a way of playing Vukovic, Wemby, Doncic, Maxi, and SGA. So I guess it really comes down to either SGA or Wemby is the one that misses out. What's their future schedule like now that I've. Yeah, so no, it's not Golden State, is it? It's Oklahoma. So Oklahoma have 3-3 and then a 5, which will get SGA back 4. Spurs 3-3 and then 4. So yeah, maybe we're gonna do a quick reverse on this. That's all good. It's gonna be Wemby come out. Yeah. So this would be the sort of good week to have a boost and maybe sort of do an upgrade. But yeah, I guess with Giannis being out, we had to sort of do something. Um, so I think that's the play. And I think overall the team's probably a little bit better this week, and that's what you always want. Like these guys in the front court are all good. Obviously, Barnes only has 3, but again, he could probably outscore um, someone like a Bazelis in 3 games, with Bazelis having 5. Um, obviously the shooting guard area is a bit weak, and we do need to look to target that moving forward. But yeah, we're slowly getting there. Obviously, the week where we've got a lot of 5 games is going to be an option to potentially upgrade a couple of our mid prices. I don't think there's too much next week either, so it could be a case of looking ahead there. But I think this week we target the schedule with the Bulls assets and we go from there. So captain, vice captain. So I guess based on average, probably got to be Giddy as captain with the 5. Um, I mean, who do we want to go with? The VC could just do Vukovic as well. Um, but based on averages, I'm thinking maybe Luca. The VC, they do play each other in that first game, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the team going into what are we into? Week 14 of the 2026 NBA Supercoach season. So as always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a like if you enjoy the NBA content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.